Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. Kisses to all of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. I am. Little Bit is taking a very late nap, and I think our schedule is off. And it's not her fault. She didn't have a nap yesterday, and she's used to it. And so I got to get her back, on schedule, especially since school is going to be back in on Monday. She's so cute. Like, she doesn't understand the concept of, like presents and stuff. And so I bought her some stuff, and then there was still more stuff coming in, and I would give her a gift. And then now she's like, more presents, more sign language. Anyway, kisses to all of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Kisses to my subscribers. And if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that button and hit like, share, and comment. I love my 3,000. It feels good. If we stay at 3, I used to say this about 2, then we're good. But, I just knowing that I have a lot of you that, comment and say things. The comments to me are the best because I want to hear from everyone. Anyway, moving on. So I was minding my own business like I do, and I just knew I wasn't doing a video today because I told my husband, I said, no, I'm not doing one today. I'm just relaxing. And I say relaxing. I've been looking for a job. I've been a little busy, so trying to take care of some things at home with a 3-year-old is really hard because she is busy and into everything, and I love it. Well, today she ran with the powder, the powder that goes on you. It's called Johnson & Johnson baby powder. She took it and put it everywhere. I said, oh my God, I am never going to be able to get this together. I'll upload a picture if you want. There's flour. I can't get it up. Like, my mom told me to YouTube it. She said, or you may have to get some people in to clean it. I love talking to my mom. She's such a delight. I mean, she's so positive. And anyway, I was hanging out with my husband. We were trying to find a movie, and we couldn't find anything. So we decided to just go our separate ways. And I went this way, and he is actually watching something about Jimmy Kimmel and Aaron Rodgers. That's, I guess Jimmy Kimmel got on there. I'm not Jimmy Kimmel, but Aaron Rodgers said that he was on the Epstein list, and Jimmy Kimmel came out and said, shut up, and no, I'm not, or whatever. So this Epstein file is, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Not only, let me move on because I have some things I want to say. This is me chit-chatting, okay? Some of you don't want to hear the chit-chat. So you may have to fast forward at 5 minutes in. But I wanted to also talk about, I was on the Real Housewives, a recap, or the Grifters, one of the two. I get them confused. I shouldn't, but I do. She was saying how the Sussex Squad is deleting their pages, deleting because they know who the Sussex Squad is. I don't know. I don't go over there, and when I do, it's very little. Like, I just know about Ernest and this and that, but I don't usually go over to the Sussex Squad. I don't do that. But when they come over here, it's a different thing because I chit chat with them here. Anyway, my point is that word on the street is the Sussex Squad are out there deleting posts because, according to the lawyer, they are going to talk about the Sussex Squad in court. Because if you notice in my video, he mentioned the Sussex Squad. And I found that very interesting. And then and this is allegedly, okay? So here's the story. apparently the Sussex Squad is starting to delete, major deletions off of pages. The ones that were talk about the royals, cuss them out and blame. You know what the Sussex Squad was doing. We don't need to talk about that, do we? So, with that said, they're deleting things, but you can't delete nothing. Oh no, they can pull up stuff from your childhood if we could text and was mobilized. If they have a hard drive, if they have what they need to tap in, they don't need our help. They just go in, get the information, and then there it is. So they can erase, run, and hide if they want to, but if that is true, they will be caught. And Meghan will not look good in this at all. If she is attached to the Sussex Squad in any kind of way, I know the UK would talk about it, but I don't know if Americans know who, all Americans know who the Sussex Squad is. Like, I know if I asked my sister or my mother, did you know about the Sussex Squad? They would probably look at me like I'm crazy. Like, Sussex Squad? What is that? So, I'm just doing what they would do, okay? If they were here, my mom would be like, well, why would they do that? That ain't nice. And then my sister would say, you mean there's a group out there that's being mean and they're paying for it? Yeah, it is. But they're running. Anyway, moving on. That was just a little bit of chit chat. I hope all of you are well. I hope that your 2024 is starting off on a wonderful note. If it's not, turn it around right now and get it together. There is no reason for us to be sad or depressed or upset, but happy and glad and smiling. And if you're not, go find something that makes you smile. Yes, we need that. We need more of that. Okay? We need, hug yourself. Do this. Ooh, this feels good. I mean, I've never done it before, but it feels good. Moving on. Okay, so I want to give credit where credit is due. This is Sean Atwood. He is a very famous YouTuber. He almost have 1 million followers. He has 800,000. And George the Giant Slayer, he has hundreds and thousands of subscribers. And so for some reason, which I find very interesting, is they are collaborating together. Yes, right now. And George the Giant Slayer is from the US. And of course, Sean Atwood is from the UK. And so I just want to get his American perspective over it, because I believe he does have the inside scoop. I believe that he does know what's going on over there. So let me pause it because I don't want to get on you guys' nerve with my hair move. Okay, yeah, I don't like to play with my hair on the screen, so I will pause it from now on, so I won't do that to you guys. But in the meantime, I did want to say this. I just forgot. Oh, here it is. Last time I felt like my last 2 videos, I was ranting. And I don't really like to rant. I feel like I'm trying to, like I'm too emotional. So I don't like the rants. But I know some of you do, and that's what you would call a rant. Her mistreating her sister, her family, and being disrespectful. Sorry, my earring was all the way up there. This hair gets tangled, and sometimes anyway, love you guys. So it is shocking that I heard also too that WME, that she was not on the roster, and that the roster that she was on was for speaking engagements. And then also P. Dinah called up there, okay? She had the inside scoop. She did. That was a good segment. I told her, I said, this was a good video, girlfriend. kudos. She said she called them, and the first lady said, Meghan ain't working here no more. She called back, because I probably would too, just to make sure I heard it right. Because I was going to call too. Once I knew she called, I said, ooh, I should call. I just want to know. Because I think she's fired. I think it's over. I don't think that there's a relationship anymore. And the relationship is built on, if we have something for you, we will call you. But if we're not working with you anymore, because they told her. I do believe 150, 20, 100,000, all the way to the top percentage. I mean, I believe this in my bone, and this is allegedly, figure this out yourself. This is just my story about the Duchess of Sussex. That's it. But this is, every now and then I'll be thinking, I don't want to figure what I'm saying. Every now and then I forget to say allegedly and stuff like that. But I do have a disclaimer. So, yep, I took it too far. Sometimes you just got to stick with the story. Anyway, sorry. I don't want to rant. I know that. So this is going to be a conversation between Giant Slayer and Sean Atwood. Hold on a second. Okay, I know what I was saying. Shoot, you just need a minute. WME, what is it? Wilson and something in Morrison, but WME for short. Meghan's talent agent. So basically, I believe this full-heartedly, that they told her, we're going to separate you from your husband, in a sense that we're going to brand you. We're not going to take on your husband. If you want us to take on your husband, then, we're going to have to think about it. Or maybe not. Maybe Meghan just said, this is just for me. She walked up in there. She said, listen, my husband ain't got nothing to do with this. This is mine. I want you to brand me and me only. Okay? Pick a story. There's a point. So you're like, okay. And WME, I believe, said, listen, at some way along the way, because whoever will listen, Meghan will talk about the royal family and how they mistreated her. She's told us 6 or 7 times in one setting. I mean, Meghan can talk about the royal family. She tells us every day how she hates them, how they have ruined her life. It's over. Then word on the street is that Meghan didn't want to abide. She didn't like that she had special rules and Catherine didn't. That ain't even funny, because the reason, see, this is here go a rant. The reason why it's not funny is because, but you got a wedding like she did, okay? And so that was equal. Then you got to pick out your crown if you hadn't been acting stupid. So you got this big wedding just like she did. People got to bow to you just like they got to bow to her. You walk side by side with Catherine and William all the time. When you go on royal engagements just like they do without the royal family, so they trust you. You got the same privileges and the same thing Catherine got. And more. Because didn't the Queen, I've never seen the Queen and Catherine on a royal tour together, on a royal walkabout. I've never seen that. But I did see it with Meghan, and maybe I just didn't notice it. And then I know they invited her to the Christmas party, and she wasn't even married to him, and that's not usually the way they go down. So what's confusing about it is that she didn't have different set of rules. Meghan just wants us to believe that she's still trying to tell a story that has been dead. And every time she tries to tell the story, WME is ready to, we're done with you, get out. Get your stuff and get out. Because we told you not to bring up the royal family, anyone over there, or your husband when you're in our presence. You know it. Then the book come out. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling, Merry Christmas. And you know immediately WME is not stupid. They're not stupid. They knew that she had a hand in that, and they were upset with her. And I believe her job status is on the line because if no one's listening to what WME is, I told them that they needed to fire her a long time ago. But she still got a place. She was removed. I think she was on the website, and then she's only in the speaking part, and she's a speaker. And you can click on that speaker. Okay, listen. She has a profile on WME. Okay, you can go on there, and they have a profile of her, and then you can hit the button and play her speech. And it was her UN speech, I believe, when she had on all that red. And one of the Real Housewives said, or the grifters, that's who said it. She said, yeah, that's what Meghan was talking about herself the whole time she was up there. Just reminding us. Listen, I'm going to get to the video. I hope that you enjoy this, and kisses to all of you.
You don't attack your country. You don't attack your country. You don't attack your country.
You don't.
Especially as a
You don't attack your country. I have to assume that this video, they narrowed it down. I mean, he's got it for 10 minutes. But anyway, this is George the Slayer, Giant Slayer, basically telling us that you don't attack your country. It's you guys. Don't attack your people. Don't attack the people that you need. You need us. You need us to make that money. P. Dinah did say she was going to buy the tea. I said, I ain't buying no tea. I'm not buying no green tea and supporting nothing. She could almost give it to me for free and I wouldn't take it. Oh, no. I don't want to support anything that she has going on, and I won't. I'm sorry. She is there's something wrong in here. And if you support that, look what we'll be doing, just like her father did. Just like her father did. That's like Harry's doing. Harry gives her whatever he wants, whatever she wants, whatever the princess wants. That's what the princess gets. Whatever the princess wants, that's what the princess gets. Okay? Now, she went over there talking. I was going back to WME, I was, because I can't believe it. They're about to fire her. And she's real quiet. Shh. Don't attack your country. I wonder, because I know the New Yorkers were upset when Meghan was over there crying and whining, talking about that it was a 2-hour car chase and stuff. Trying to fake stuff so she can get security. See, we told you King Charles needed to get us security. Look, the paparazzi is after us. Who did she think was going to believe it? The royal family? Wow.
In one of your videos, you said they've been relegated to the others category. Yes, because you don't attack your country. You don't attack your country, especially as a prince. In one of your videos, you said they've been...
Don't attack your country. Don't attack the people that you... That would be me attacking you guys. Like, what the... Me getting on here, it makes no sense. She needs the royal family. Without the royal family, she is nothing. She is finding out that those deals ain't laying at her foot anymore. That she is a C-lister. That she cannot open there's no more doors open for her. And she's in denial. And WME has gotten pissed off because it was their job to get her the deals. And they thought that all that work that they did, and she just threw it away. She was they had her at every charity event you could think of. They had her on TV talking about mental health. And then, they had her everywhere. And then all of a sudden, she write this stupid book called The Endgame, still playing around with racism, still trying to manipulate the King of England. And see, that's where my sister comes in at. And she's like, she needs to be beheaded. Now, I didn't say that. And she didn't either. She said arrested. Because they ain't doing that no more. But I know if you was tying your shoe wrong back in the day, they would cut off a finger. Nah. It was just different. You didn't disrespect the king and the queen. And for some odd reason, Meghan has been on a, ooh, yeah. Okay, let's hear what they got to say.
Relegated to the others category.
Others.
Because their styles their HRH styles are removed from the website.
Others. They are under other. When you filling out an application and they want to know what color you are, or not even that, like if you're a veteran or something, are you a veteran or not? Are you other? I don't want to be an other. Other means that you ain't on here. You don't belong. You in other. We don't know what the hell to do with you. So we're going to put you in other. That's why he's saying that. Because he sees the website. That is a big deal. That is a really, really, really big deal. Because when you're in other, you're not anything. She's in others. She doesn't have HRHs. She doesn't have people bowing to her. She's not a princess anymore. She's not the Duchess of Sussex anymore. She is just other. And okay. Other. She's in an ad with some green tea talking about fist pumping. Yeah, go for it. That's that stupid stuff. That's that stupid stuff. No, you have reduced yourself down to a coffee ad. Some stuff they're going to put in Target and everybody going to walk past it and be like, I don't want that. You couldn't give it to me. You couldn't, you know how they give you stuff at the store so you can try? I don't want that. You keep that over there. Because ain't no telling what's in it. It's probably some lies, some hypocrites, and some manipulation. And then it's probably some dirty tea or coffee, whatever she's selling. I wouldn't buy it. That's just me. You can get it and taste it and let me know or whatever. But no, she won't get 50 cents. If she can't give her father any money, if she can't help him, he had a GoFundMe. He had a GoFundMe page. And I thought, this millionaire over here in Montecito, want us to feel sorry for her. She finna flip out. And I know the household is under duress. Because you ain't doing good at the job. Oh, okay. Spotify didn't fire her. And Netflix on the edge. And then WME put her under other. Is she under other over there? Woo! Redbird is back. Kisses to you, everybody. Welcome my friend Redbird. She is back. I want to shout out to Amy, Free Speech, Lioness, Queen Lioness, so many of you. I love you guys, okay? You guys are awesome. You guys watch my video even if you don't want to. You do. And I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm nothing like that girl that married that. Ain't nobody like that. She's a psychopath. She doesn't feel. I understand now. I think I needed, because I get the narcissistic, but I didn't get that why she doesn't feel anything. Why there's no love there. It's just blank. And nothing down there, okay? Nothing. Zero.
And on the website, they're categorized under others now. And I was like, wow.
What?
I view that as a first move. That was they shot across the bow from the king saying, straighten up, or we go to the next step. But I don't think, again, my perception,
Okay,
I don't.
so he believes that King Charles has let them know, listen, you keep playing these games, because I don't think, for some odd reason, I don't believe that King Charles and Catherine and the rest of them are not trying to figure out how to handle this situation. Because no matter what I say in Giant Slayer and the American people, there are others that hear her, other countries, other dignitaries that is listening to Meghan's lies be spread across this world and pretend it's okay to slander people this way. Why? That's one reason Samantha is suing her. And if you think about it, everybody could that she talked about. She didn't get permission to talk about these people and put them on blast. And Oprah didn't care. If Oprah gave a care about her sister, then Oprah probably would have treated that situation a little bit more differently. I would think so. But she just Oprah just went along with her. Oh, so you never had a relationship with your sister. So she's throwaway trash. How you gonna throw me away? That's how I feel when Meghan does the things that she does to people. And it's psychopath. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, he wants to or has it in him to take the final step. I think that would be up to a future King William. Unless that bill keeps growing, which it's a possibility. A lot of people are talking about it. But one of the things that was interesting, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I discovered in my research that Meghan actually doesn't have a title. Her title wasn't bestowed to her as an individual. She's only has a title because she married Harry.
You didn't know that? Well, I didn't either, but no, you guys tell me all the time. If they split up, she is no longer the Duchess of Sussex. Then are you sure? Because Sarah Fergie, if I'm saying her name right, which I love her, I do. I'm so glad they're including her. I bet you he got in trouble for not inviting her to the coronation. I'm sure some people said something. Okay, they did. Now I said something. But you guys write to me and you tell me that if they break up, then she would be not called the Duchess of Sussex. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. And so
I think so, yes. So it's like, that's why they strip him, doesn't have one. And when she divorces, they would do the same thing. Oh. They would do the same thing like they did to Sarah Ferguson.
Oh.
But I think they would take it a step further. Because when you were talking about the others, you said there was 4 categories. Was it working royals, non-working royals? What's the third one? I think it was senior working royals, royals, and others. Because I think Andrew was in others. And Harry. Yeah, because it was the only 2. And long may he stay there. I'm going to go over to some questions that are coming from the viewers then. So JSAJB has asked, is WME embarrassed for taking Meghan on as a client? Absolutely. It's damaging their brand. I've heard two actors. I'm not going to name the names because I haven't confirmed it. This is the kind of thing I said I don't like to deal in rumor. But if I didn't have those names, put yourself in this perspective. You're a company. You're the top talent agent in the world. Your agency. Your job is to open any door and get any project, which is what they typically do. Now, all of a sudden, you bring a client on who is either not listening, which is what it looks like, and keeps.
He said, you know the talent agency. He's one of the best in the world. She hit the jackpot. You have a client that is not listening or just not listening. He said she's not listening. She is not listening. She's not hearing nothing no one says. Even when she's on these channels and looking around trying to see what people are saying about her, she still don't get it. And she's not listening.
The world, your agency. Your job is to open any door and get any project, which is what they typically do.
Here.
Meghan on as a client. Absolutely. It's damaging their brand. I've heard two actors. I'm not going to name the names because I haven't confirmed it. This is the kind of thing I said I don't like to deal in rumor. But if I didn't have those names, put yourself in this perspective. You're a company. You're the top talent agent in the world. Your agency. Your job is to open any door and get any project, which is what they typically do. Now, all of a sudden, you bring a client on who is either not listening, which is what it looks like, and keeps damaging their brand. But every time they damage their brand, they make your job that much more difficult to get you a job, which means that you look useless.
What? How are they going to resurrect this from the dead? Because she's not making it easy for them to do their job. And like I just said, every time they send her out, Kevin Costner, Beyonce's concert, send her out on these things that's gonna try to get her to, be something. All of that goes out the door because your client isn't listening to you and they're doing whatever they want to do behind your back and think that you're not going to find out and then play dumb when it happens. She playing dumb. She's saying that she's playing dumb, but just a little bit. There's no one out there that can work with Meghan. There's not a person that can. You're either going to be fired soon, or it didn't work out, or there's a turnaround going on. But she can't keep clientele. I just don't believe that. I believe there's a revolving door. And then the only people that she has around her is yes people. But WME is like pissed off. They said it. They said, we are extremely disappointed. I said, well, somebody in trouble. Somebody about to get a whooping. They told her to sit down. I can just see it. Oh, we all in the board meeting, right? All of us. Pick your seat. I got my seat. And then I would just be talking crazy. How dare you let this man come, Ooby Scooby, put two names in a book and implicate you behind it? How are we supposed to dig you from the grave and put you out there and get you a TIG going on and get your water from the lake going? How are we supposed to invest in you, Meghan, when you turn around and just jack it up? All she had to do was just continue the course. No, she wants us to know. She hates them for some forsaken reason. And that hate, whatever it is, she got towards her in-laws has messed up her financial situation. Has messed up her financial situation because it is WME's job to get her the gig. If the gig ain't out there, then it's over.
which means you look powerless, which the guys at the top who you're representing, the Costners, the Nicholsons, the Ryan Goslings, the Brad Pitts, they give those names. Put yourself in this perspective. You're a company, you're the top talent agent in the world, your agency. Your job is to open any door and get any project, which is what they typically do. Now, all of a sudden, you bring a client on who is either not listening, which is what it looks like, and keeps damaging their brand. But every time they damage their brand, they make your job that much more difficult to get you a job, which means
it's like someone going out and having an affair. Listen, don't go out there drinking. Don't go out there doing something you shouldn't be doing and getting yourself in trouble, because we're trying to catapult you into your next level of fame. But we can't do that if you keep damaging the brand. We can't do that, Meghan, if you keep damaging the brand, because the brand is damaged. It's damaged goods. Okay. And so they're going to realize, okay, we got the same issue the last company had, because we wasn't able to brand Meghan because she was running around with these shenanigans. And now she just got some new shenanigans. That's it. They're just new. They're just the new ones. Okay? She hasn't stopped. And that's why WME is finna close the door. And I don't know what Netflix is holding on for. A miracle. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Netflix wasn't upset too, because it affects their revenue as well. If your girl is out here acting, then why are we going to want to watch this movie? Why would we watch a movie from someone that thinks their country is racist? Because when you talk about the queen and the king, you're talking about the royal people. I don't see the difference. And so that's why he said, George the Giant Slayer, he comes right out and talks about she insulted the country. She trashed the country. That's what she did. Ew. Who would do that? Just leave. And just do it quietly. Just leave like you said. You was going to go quietly. You ain't been quiet since you stepped on the scene, girl, since you introduced yourself on Harry's footsteps. Do you hear me? Them footsteps was loud. You have been loud ever since. You was a little quiet over there, in my opinion, when she was living over there with Harry. But she is loud now. She is really loud. You got George the Giant Slayer as a guest host for Sean Atwood. This is really great.
You look useless, which means you look powerless, which the guys at the top who you're representing, the Costners, the Nicholsons, the Ryan Goslings, the Brad Pitts, they're going, well, wait a minute. Have you lost your mojo?
Whoa! This is so good. Kevin Costner is looking at WME like, oh, is you guys serious? Is you're going to continue? This is what you're failing. I told you, watch my video from like months ago. I said WME, we all knew that. That ain't no secret. WME was going to and is about to fire her. It's happening. But here's the kicker. I am a star. Let's pretend. Let's go to pretend land. You know, I like to go there sometimes. I am Lady L. Okay? Lady L. And Lady L has done something really bad, okay? That people aren't looking at me now and be like, I don't know, I don't want to, I ain't supporting a Lady L no more. And then WME come in and try to fix me, and then I go and do something else really bad. And so now the clients are looking at WME like, really? This, you supposed to be, I must not be at the top. Their reputation is on the line. WME's reputation is on the line. Yep, it is. It is, because they have something to prove. Because they're the ones that are the top talent agencies of all times. The ones that do because they're all over. But not like WME. We have the Kevin Costners, the Denzel Washingtons, the, Meryl Streep, the Real Deal. Yeah, I lost it. I didn't lose it. He's just resting. The Real Deal thank you meal, the Hollywood elite, the A-list of the A-list, the people that are in $400 and $500 million worth of assets and stuff. Just insane money, insaneness. And then she come along and damage the brand of WME because WME is being slung around. I've talked about them a few times. I was just reminding them what they had. And that ain't nobody gonna be able to change this person. This person is stuck in her ways. She's running it. She thinks she's queen bee. Can't nobody tell her to do nothing. So when she's shaking her head, telling you, yeah, she ain't, because I knew she had conditions. When they set her down and said, listen, we will take you on as a client, but we have some conditions. And those one condition was that we are not branding your husband. We are branding you. You are the one with the talent. You are the one that know America. You're the one that can maneuver around and skip-de-doo-la until you get yourself back into top notch. No, what happened was, that's what happened. They negotiated. But what has happened was WME has failed. They have failed to fix this client, and she's not fixable. She is not one of those people that you can create something out of. It just is what it is. That's all you're going to get. Someone dressed up talking. Just talking. Someone dressed up talking about themselves and talking trash about other people and then playing with the media. She loves the media. This is what I want to say about that. Their reputation's on the line. WME's reputation is on the line. And not just that, but they have failed because they have picked a client that they cannot rehabilitate, to recondition, get her heart from being icky to do. It's not going to happen. It never was. She's telling them what to do. She told Spotify to build her a castle in the basement so she didn't have to leave the kids. Netflix is running up and behind her at events trying to secure their money. Now she's going to produce the movie. She's not going to play in the movie, but she's going to produce it. She's the executive producer. Meghan has these little projects, and they're big. They're big projects. And she fails at them because her talent doesn't match the project. And so on to the next. Remember when they said that they were going to do Audible, but they wasn't, and Audible came out and said, oh no, that's not happening. Because this is Meghan throwing out ideas, because maybe Audible at one point did want her and decided, oh no, we're good. Nope. That was before that was before we knew that she was going to be obsessed with trash in her family and the country, and we gonna like her after that. Oh, okay, come on, Meghan, let's be friends. Woo! I'm telling you, Meghan didn't leave anyone. She talked about the country. Everyone. There's this movie called The Professional. I think I said this already, but I'm gonna say it again. At the end, the bad cop, he was like, he said, get everyone. And the other cop didn't hear him. He said, I said everyone. Meghan has managed to insult everyone. Yeah, and so WME has this stupid task into bringing her to life, but they have failed, and they're not going to be able to. And they're starting to look bad. Their reputation sucks.
And that question, WME doesn't want.
Toxicity spreads. Next question is from Caroline Haig. What is Disney's biggest mistake? Lack of original, unwoke content, ignoring the audience, or Rachel Zegler?
Zegler is just a symptom of the infection that's at the heart of Disney. What happened?
This is what I want to say about Disney, because I don't know what they're saying about it, and I want to move on because I don't really have an opinion. But I want Disney to keep the movies the way they were in the cartoon. I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about the meaning behind the story, like Snow White. Why can't Snow White be with the I mean, I didn't get it. They were changing it. And I'm like, why are you changing the story? The fairy tale don't go like that. Follow the fairy tale. Okay.
Moon is the number one Christmas movie here in the UK. You go on Rotten Tomatoes, I think it's 25%.
I saw it last night.
It wants to know your thoughts on Omid and Endgame.
Enough said? No. When you say his name, it's like Scooby. I think he was just someone who was trying to cash in another chip. He's like, hey, I need to make some money here. I think that's what it was, but big mistake.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make money too, but also there's got to be another underlying evilness about what he did. You know, because even if you want to make money, there's other ways of going about doing it than ruining your career and thinking that this was going to be, people would fall in love with you because you're writing another book like Spare or Mixed with Freedom. I mean, Meghan and Harry looks like the greatest people in the world in the book. And the royal family are being dissed and thrown around and mistreated and talked about like they always are by Meghan. That's why WME is ready to chop. But why do you think, I mean, I question it, like if you guys care, why do you think that, I think he did it too. I think it's more than what that is. I don't think it's just because of money. I think you have to be you have to be a sinister person to do that. You do. You go after the Queen, William, King Charles. You did exactly what Harry and Meghan is doing. And so I don't know why he thought that would be favorable. And people didn't buy the book. Now, if Harry had wrote the book, people would have got the book. And I wouldn't be surprised if Meghan begged him or told him to write a part 2. It's time. Your father is not moving around with the security, and we need the security. Because Meghan is not done with her game. She thinks she's untouchable. And why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she think that she's untouchable? That she, but when your money starts drying up, that's when you're going to realize that you're not untouchable. Because you're not getting the deals that you need. People aren't ringing the phone off the hook. She should have all kinds of stuff. They would be all over Catherine. Catherine would have to say, listen, I'm not doing none of that. But Meghan, she has to pretend and throw out names and say, I heard that Dior wanted her husband, but that was... Let's see what
he thought he was going to have another Finding Freedom. It's going to be another New York Times bestseller. It's going to be praised. He's miscalculated because people open their eyes. But when you live in an echo chamber, like in a fishbowl, you only see what's around you and realize that.
That's good. You you got Meghan here, you got Harry here, and Harry backing her up. So he thinks this is A-okay because Harry's put his stamp on it, on the Endgame. Go ahead. Approved. And then they're trying to say Harry didn't know. Yes, he did. Harry knows what Meghan knows. She's going to tell him the plan so he ain't off somewhere when it's time to act. Let me say that again. Harry is in on it because he needs to be aware of what's going on with Meghan at all times. That way he cued in on what he know to do, how to act, because that ain't Harry. Harry has left the building. He has. It's proven. Because you thought putting your wife said said it. Oh, Miss Scobie talks about the letters and talks about, Angela Lemon also said that Charles wrote a letter. Did he write a letter for real to Meghan? Like, that's so hard to believe, that he would write to her. Because she can't keep, they didn't know then. They thought she was going to be okay after the Oprah show. Oh, no. The Oprah show was just the beginning. Meghan has messed herself up. She has skipped the law around and has created this real damaging reputation of hers. And I really feel it now. Like, I really feel the fall. This is when it's really going to hit me. When WME put that letter out that they're gone. Because if they leave her, she has nothing. She better pray to God that she can stay on that, that part of the website that she's on for speaking engagements. So, if she's out there for speaking engagements, how come she hasn't really did a speaking engagement? I haven't seen her do any speaking engagements. WME. So check this out. Remember when she went to the Navy SEALs facility, and they were opening up a facility, and she was standing in line with Harry, and Harry was in the back. That one, the facility. Well, let's say WME set that up. Let's just say it. But she didn't speak. So it doesn't necessarily mean that she has to speak. It just means that she makes an appearance. So I have to assume that, again, and I guess you guys know this too, that the Kevin Costner moment and even Beyonce concert and even going to Taylor Swift and Katie's concert was a sign of her trying to get in, trying to apologize, to them women, mainly for Beyonce for telling people that she sent her a text. And then for Taylor Swift, I forgot what happened with that. But Katy Perry, she likes the king. She went over there and sang for him. So, yeah, she is, oof. But my point is that I forgot my point. Let's move on. You guys come to your conclusions. I haven't heard this, and that's good. These are my first reactions. So I hope you don't mind. I'm a little all over the place. I just wanted to understand that more. Okay.
Just Catherine, Prince William, King Charles. They have risen in status as they've shown character, as they show that they're serving their country and their people. And the Meghans are not. That contrast has given the royal family calculus because people open their eyes. But when you live in an echo chamber, like in a fishbowl, I think he was just someone who was trying to cash in another chip.
So here's the question, because I have forgot it.
I think that's what it was, but big mistake. He misjudged big. He thought he was going to have another Finding Freedom. It's going to be another New York Times bestseller. I'm going to be praised. He's miscalculated because people open their eyes. But when you live in an echo chamber, like in a fishbowl, you only see what's around you. Didn't realize that Princess Catherine, Prince William, King Charles, they have risen in status as they've shown character, as they show that they're serving their country and their people.
They have risen in status. Catherine looks like a queen in waiting. William looks like a king in waiting. And the king and queen are doing it. They're always on assignment. They're always helping people. They're always giving back. They're always doing something. They're always working. That it seemed like it's hard work to me because it's every day. Like, they don't get a break. And so they work hard for the money that they do have. I see it. And I love the fairy tale of it all. I love the fairy tale of the queen and king and the princess and the prince. You know, I love it. And Meghan didn't give us that. That's not what her and Harry, they tried to lie and give it to us. Force feed that during trash-a-thons. And then we were like, what? It was confusing. I couldn't fall in love with them as a couple because they were too busy being negative. And then I was just like, oh, this is negative Nancy. Not really. I don't know why they say that, but okay.
And the Meghans are not. That contrast.
And forgive me if someone name is Nancy and I offended you. Sorry. Didn't mean to say that.
More status and gotten more people to love them and respect them. And so Omen's book was like a poison pill. It's like, you did what? You said what? Yeah, no. That's why in the first 2 weeks it sold 9,000 copies. 9,000.
Which I learned that from your channel, and I was staggered because it was such a huge story here. I mean, they showed European stores destocking the book.
Wow.
Piers Morgan was ranting about it. He seems to have taken over YouTube recently.
Yeah.
And I thought, if all publicity is good publicity, Omid is taking it to the bank here. But from watching your channel, it only sold a very limited amount of books.
That's because that whole saying, I think it applies to a different age when, all publicity is good publicity. Today, because what we're doing right now, it's an intimate thing. The audience, they send a question, you get to answer it back. They can go then search for information.
Yeah.
So they
find out
they
themselves.
listen to Piers Morgan, they listen to you. This is what Scobie wrote. Cool, let me go take a look at it. Then all of a sudden you read, this is what he said. Yeah. This is where it comes from. Let me click his video. Oh, no, I ain't buying that damn thing. I'm not even interested because now you can find most of the information.
Yep.
So.
He put those names in a book and then he lied about it? Really? Oh, I'm not watching. I'm not getting this book. This book is dirty. Yeah, no. And Meghan's book is going to end up just like that too. It's going to be an embarrassment. Because the only thing, listen, what else is she gonna say? This is what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna get the book, they're gonna flip it and read it, all of it, and then no one's gonna want it. I just truly believe that. I don't think that she has it. I don't. I'm out of here, guys. Listen, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. I hope I wasn't ranting. I want to get away from that. And don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Although, it's in me to rant, so don't worry. It comes out. You don't have to worry. What else? I just want to say some nice things because you guys are so nice and kind to me. Thank you. Oh, don't forget the tip jar. It's out there. And thank you for the tip jar. I've gotten some tips and it has been, oh God, it's been really nice. I sent a personal note to thank you and I hope you get it. I really do. I hope you get it because it's not the amount. It's just that you just that you did do it for me is really big. It's a big heart, a big, big heart. Kisses to all of you. Please hit like, share, and comment. I probably upload this. I want to upload it when you guys are not asleep. So I'll try to upload it tomorrow. So kisses.